this year's AFC wildcard game, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Drew Sample, the intended receiver,
but it'll be second down.
You know, look at this Baltimore defense.
And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down. Well, this defense for the Bengals, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Now Jackson. His throw incomplete. The turnover put it in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Here's Jackson to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try.
From the right hash, this from 48. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3's in.
Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hold. Tyler Boyd, he's going to go
Down the left sideline.
And he'll be taken down at the 26. A huge play there on the screen pass, 49 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Now a 3-time 1,000-yard rusher, Joe Mixon.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Flush to his right. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown! Jamar Chase, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to.
There he goes, right side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set. 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield, hit you little people.
Good run there. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Dobbins. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. You talk about this Bengals defense. And they're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that #1 spot.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, they have man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Tucker's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2. Got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim. And hopefully they'll be kicking extra points instead.
At their own 25-yard line.
On 2, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get loaded with those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
Rolling to his right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Bengals at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. And now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Stopped in his tracks and given a loss on that play by Patrick Queen.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Burrow going to get this out to Chase. He's across midfield. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's Burrow, eluding the pressure right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Gun.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. It's caught. Smith. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
12. Stop.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith, as he gets the sack.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
7, Ravens 6.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now Lamar changing the look. On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That good for 19 and a first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Down the sideline he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 44 yards. And the Ravens have regained the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with it.
He's got a man, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 32 on the play.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options.
Gotta go.
Come off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow. They'll roll him out right. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, at the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
Here we go.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Now it's Burrow. Hard throw, incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Two yards there, a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Just a gain of a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
The gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Gun. Got.
Now it's Burrow. Short throw to Smith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They go play action with Burrow. Flushed out right.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
If for some reason you doubted Chase's elite ability, how about this? Missed 5 games last season, still reached 1,000 yards and made the Pro Bowl. His name always at the forefront of the game's greatest playmakers.
And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection. And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Here we go.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
11 MT, take.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
And Burrow saying, let's go, let's go.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow dancing to his left. And he just chopped that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Here we go.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. The quick throw by Burrow is complete. Touchdown, Bengals! Tyler Boyd in the final seconds of the first half.
Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. And McPherson on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson being chased out left. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Now Jackson on first down. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 62 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. First down, here's Mitchell. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Jackson. He completes it to Beckham. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, it got his man complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown. T. Higgins, 75 yards. And the Bengals have yet again retaken the lead. McPherson now for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
Now it's Jackson. A short throw, and I think the ball's out, and the Bengals grab it. But the tide definitely seems to be turning in this third quarter as this defense is able to knock the ball free and recover.
And let's look at it this way. Their offense is right back out there who just got them the lead a few minutes ago. This has the potential to be a big swing in this game.
Here we go.
And that's out quickly to Chase. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Burrow will throw. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down.
Everyone in the NFL is looking for mismatches, and T. Higgins' size and speed at receiver, that allows him to have those type of mismatches against most defenders. 6'4", ability to flat-out fly. They can use him everywhere, including in the slot. He's a dangerous playmaker and a big-time producer in the red zone.
11 mighty, 11 mighty, 11 MT, take.
Burrow on play action. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here we go, here we go.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. Now Burrow. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air again, Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Here we go.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. That is caught. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on third down.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there, holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and 3rd and 8 now.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's Jackson to throw. They're looking deep here for Flowers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here we go.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now they go play action now. Burrow. He's got Chase on the comeback route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Mighty.
A handoff running left, Mixon. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3.
Here we go.
Now 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 40. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Done.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as,
here we go.
I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Play action. It's Burrow. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now it's the backup Simeon. It's caught. Smith. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson. This will get the lead up to 7. McPherson's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. 73 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
No, we changed it. Hey, report!
Now it's Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
I think when they get back in the huddle, the question will be, why did you throw that one? The coverage was incredible all over him. The only thing he didn't do after he caught the ball as a defender was get his feet in bounds. That should have been a turnover.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
That went into the hands of Flowers. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 22-yard line.
On second down, here's Mitchell. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big third down. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. And he will score! Touchdown, Baltimore! Zay Flowers, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Tucker now for the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you get about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Here's 2nd down. Simeon. That's complete to Chase. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Final minute, one timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Now Simeon. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 25 seconds remain. Here's 2nd down. Simeon now to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
A big play looming on 3rd down. Now it's Simeon. Connecting with Mixon. And he is going to be brought down. And now making matters more dire, this is going to be 4th down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken at the 18. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Bengals drive about to get going. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home. Tyler Boyd, he's going to go. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. Mixon on the toss right. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
That was well defended right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds him and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Now Simeon. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now it's Simeon. And that's incomplete. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Back to the air, Simeon on 2nd down. Short throw to Smith. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a 1st down. Mixing up the middle. Roquan Smith, the All-Pro, the former Bear, is there to make the stop.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 5. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics, he's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside play.
Well, he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 10 more there and another 1st down. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Well, he had success earlier in the drive keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And that play starts to lose its effectiveness.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
On the ball, on the ball.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown and a game winner in OT. A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a